And we've got right now on the phone with us Thamina Stoll, who is an eyewitness and sent in some video for us. Thamina, what can you tell us? Were you there when this situation happened?
Well, fortunately, I wasn't there when it happened, but I was actually inside the mall about half an hour before the shooting started, and I was actually about to return, me and my family. My grandma was about 3 minutes away by foot from the shopping mall, so we were just wanted to go back to do some window shopping. And then once we were down on the street, there was a family running towards us telling us they had just run away from the shopping mall because they had heard gunshots both inside and outside the building.
Thamina, it's a frightening situation because you were actually born and raised in Munich. You are a rising senior at Duke University. You happen to go back to Munich this summer to do a summer internship. And this is really, I've heard mothers around the area here, one of their biggest concerns are they have children who are in college, taking vacations, doing study abroad, and they are concerned, particularly in Europe, of this very situation that you went through today.
Exactly. Yeah, it's definitely frightening. I actually have a lot of friends from Duke who are studying abroad right now, or actually are about to study abroad this upcoming fall, or there are a bunch of like Duke in Madrid or Duke in London, the summer program. So I totally get why parents, family, and friends would be concerned right now.
Thamina, can you explain? I know you shot some video. Can you explain what the video was you shot and exactly where you were when this happened?
Yeah. So after we had taken in the family who had run away from the shopping mall, we went back upstairs to my grandma's apartment, and I recorded the video from her balcony.
And this is the video we're seeing, Thamina. Sorry to interrupt, just so people know that the video you shot is exactly what we're looking at, but please go ahead.
Yeah, so, yeah, we were basically witnessing how about, I would say, maybe 50 people in total were running away from the shopping mall towards our house seeking shelter, and people were confused. Nobody really knew what was going on. Very shortly after, I started to hear sirens. They haven't stopped ever since. And soon after, a helicopter appeared. And it's still, in fact, circling above us. And I can hear it all the time and occasionally see it.
Thamina, is it correct that you're a Duke University student?
Yes, I am.
And where are you from originally?
I was born and raised in Munich, but then I transferred to Duke University, and now I'm a rising senior. Okay,
great. Duke's a great school, and you're back in Munich now.
Yes.
You know, we've been talking with a number of people, and I'm just trying to kind of mind the emotions of the folks there that we're talking to. When you heard the sirens, when you saw people running, what was the first thing that went through your mind?
Well, first of all, I thought of my family and friends. I mean, since I was born and raised here, I know a lot of people here in Munich. I called my brother and my dad immediately to check in with them to see if they were okay. And then I posted on Facebook telling my friends that I was safe, and a lot of people reached out to me, and I've been given a lot of live calls ever since.
Yeah, letting them know that you're safe. But did the phrase, "Oh no, not again," ever go through your mind?
Yeah, of course. I mean, actually, my dad was in Nice last week. He was a journalist sharing some footage of the truck driving by and running over dozens of people. So it was a shock to be so close to this terror attack this time myself, because a week ago I was so scared that I wouldn't see my dad ever again, and now it's happening so close to my home, and yeah, it's terrifying.
You're not a security expert, you're not a law enforcement expert, you're not a politician, you're a college student.
No, I'm not.
What can we do to stop this?
I wish I knew the answer to that question. I have absolutely no idea. Like you and your colleague, you were mentioning it earlier, Germany has been welcoming a lot of refugees. I mean, Angela Merkel had committed to taking in close to 1 million refugees. And so you would think that maybe they would maybe not target Germany, but at the same time, you've already mentioned this before, Germany is in the center of Europe. European Central Bank is located in Frankfurt. I was actually talking about this with friends of mine a couple of days ago. I was mentioning that if I were a terrorist, I would actually target Frankfurt and European Central Bank, because that would cause so much damage. And yeah, now it's happened in Munich, and Munich is actually considered to be a very, very safe city, and
a very diverse city as well. Lots of different cultures there.
Yeah, there are a lot. Yeah, exactly. Like, Munich was actually one of the cities that took in most of the refugees. I guess it makes sense because it's located in the south, but everyone was very welcoming. In fact, in the winter when everything happened and a lot of Syrian refugees arrived in Munich, people were welcoming everyone. They were waiting at the train stations, handing out clothing and food. And in that moment, I was very proud to be from Munich.
Thamina, you grew up in Munich. You've lived there for most of your life. Explain the security presence there as you've been growing up, and more recently, has anything changed? Were there greater security in shopping malls?
So growing up, I felt perfectly safe here. It's a very safe city. Like I said, there isn't a lot of police on the streets. Like, you would hardly notice them unless there's like a big soccer game going on, or if there's like politicians coming to Munich for like a G20 or something. That's the only occasion I can think of where there would be more security in the city. But I also haven't noticed more and more police on the street or anything like that ever since those attacks started to happen in Europe.
There's been a series of this is fascinating. There's a new hashtag that's been started called #OpenDoor, where people who are stranded in downtown Munich, who maybe were there shopping or going to shows or something, and have nowhere to go and cannot go out on the streets because this is still a very dangerous situation. There are folks who are literally inviting them to come to their houses to shelter them.
Yeah, I've actually seen a lot of my friends posting on Facebook that everyone is welcome to go to their house if they're like stranded on the street. So I'm happy to hear that people are welcoming and trying to help out. Everyone is shocked right now, and nobody really knows what to do. So I think it's great that people are so empathetic and trying to help as much as they can.
Thamina Stoll from Duke University, who's on the ground there in Munich. Thamina, thank you for the video and for phoning in to speak with us and giving us your thoughts.
Yeah, my pleasure.